I'm stuck in my house and I only have 2 rolls of toilet paper left. Hello there, my name is HistoryWes. Welcome to the Family Quest server. We are on the Family Quest server today, and I'm here in my house with Fanny Farmer. But today, this isn't really a Family Quest episode, because while I'm taking the minecart system out to where I've been working on it lately, I want to talk to you about the upcoming Minecraft updates. Specifically 1.16, 1.17, 1.18, and 1.19 in the Java edition. So there's been a lot of people posting stuff online, and a lot of times they're all just making guesses, and a lot of them are pretty outrageous and unrealistic guesses. So I'm going to throw my own 2 cents worth in here and make some guesses as well. Let's go back a little bit and think back to a couple of years ago. I started playing just after 1.12 came out. And it was a long time, well over a year, until 1.13 came out. And then it was almost that long again before 1.14 came out. And 13 and 14 were huge updates. They had lots and lots of content. 13 was the update Aquatic, which had all the water elements, new water mechanics, shipwrecks, undersea villages, the drowned, tridents, conduits, and the creature of the night screaming down at us, the phantoms. So that was big. And 1.14, the village and pillage update with the pillagers, the pillager towers, all the new skins for the villagers, the new trading mechanics, the new look of the villages, so many new items, the barrel, the different workstations, the stone cutter, and all the new fences and block types that we had. So those were really big, and I think that we're not going to see any more updates that are quite as large as those two that take a year to develop. Mojang has said in the past that they want to have 2 updates a year. And if you think back to about a year ago, everybody was expecting that the Nether update was going to be 1.15. Nobody knew anything about the Bees update that was coming out. I'm going to have to stop here and turn around because I forgot something important back at the base. So I think what we can expect from here on is what we're getting now. We're getting a small update, 1.15, the Buzzy Bees update, followed by a large update. Not super huge like the last 2, the Village and Pillage and the update Aquatic, but I mean the Nether update still looks pretty large. It's got plenty of stuff in it. But I think we've seen most of what's going to be in it now. They're just tying a few details up. So it's not going to be quite as big as those before. So 1.16 is going to be the Nether update. What is 1.17 going to be? Well, like I said, I expect them to do a smaller update that'll be finalized around Christmas time, like the Buzzy Bees update was last Christmas. Sometime in December we'll see 1.17, and my guess is it's probably going to be the mountain update, the snowy mountain biome update with the new mountain generation, the goat, and new snowier snow, whatever that means. There'll be some other things that are associated with that. There'll be new drops from the goat. There'll be new things maybe that you can craft using goats, things that we haven't even thought about. Will goats be rideable? Will they be able to pull a wagon? That would be pretty interesting if you had a wagon in Minecraft. But I don't expect it to be too much more than that. And then 1.18 again, could be the large update again. Back to 117. So is there going to be anything else besides the mountains and the goats? Yeah, there are probably going to be some parity changes. Mojang has also said they want the Bedrock edition of Minecraft and the Java edition of Minecraft to be more alike, so you're going to expect to see some changes in both of those. Some Java edition changes to make it closer to Bedrock, and some Bedrock edition changes to make it closer to the Java edition. And it is possible that some of that will also be changes to the combat system, because they're also working on updating the combat system. So once those are out, what do I think 1.18 is going to be? Well, it could be just about anything, but my guess is it's probably going to be an update to the end. Mojang has hired the developer who created the mod pack of the Ether, which is a pretty cool addition to the world where you're playing in a sky realm, and it's a lot of people really love it. I haven't played it, but I've seen people play it, and the developer who developed that, I mean, if anybody has an expertise on doing other dimensions, I think it would be him. And we've seen a lot of people, a lot of the developers in Mojang express the desire to see some additional changes. They've talked about space, and they've talked about things that they could do in space. And if you look at the end, once you get away from the islands, you're basically in space. So I would suspect that there'll be an end update for 1.18. And so what could they do? You could expect a new mob. You could expect additional creatures, maybe a passive mob in addition to a hostile mob, much like you have the piglins and the hoglins in the nether. You could have a new enemy for the endermen, and then you could have a passive mob that lives there. Some more uses for the blocks that are in the end, and for chorus fruit, for instance. It would be really interesting if they had some things that lived out in the actual space part of the end. Like where you're just flying around on your elytra in between the islands, some kind of creatures that live out there. But that's just speculation on my part. Well, the whole thing is really speculation on my part. I don't have any inside information that they're going to do an end update, but it certainly would be cool, and it's something that hasn't been updated in a long time. So then after that would be 119. And going with what I think they're going to do, large update, large, and small, 119 would be the small update coming out Christmas of 2021, something like that. And there could be several things that they could do for that. It could be a combat update change. I doubt that. I think they'll probably make changes to the combat system in other updates. And so then I would expect them to do one of the other biomes. I hope it is the savanna, because I would like another kind of wood, and I definitely want my own ostrich to ride around on. I wanted one ever since I watched Walt Disney's Swiss Family Robinson. So hopefully, they've had 2 biome votes, so they've shown 6 different biomes that could be updated, and they've updated the taiga already. And if they do the mountains in 117, then 119 could be any one of the other 4. So you've got the swamp, the desert, the savanna, and what was the other one? I don't remember, but that would be it. Now, the number one most requested thing that fans have been putting on Mojang's website is a cave update. So, do we expect to see a cave update? My feeling is probably no. For one thing, what else do you put in a cave update? Do you want stalactites and stalagmites? So that would be the generation code that would underlie the whole world. It's not really specific to caves. Do you want an additional alloy type, metal, or a new kind of gem? Well, that's possible, but that's not worth doing a whole update for. They could just add that to any of the upcoming updates. Likewise with a mob change. Somebody has suggested like underground mobs change because of the biome they're in. That could also be done anytime. Don't need a special update for that. And so the long and the short of it is I don't expect to see a cave update. I might expect to see improvements or changes to caves and caving systems and spelunking in general, but they'll be done within the other updates. So my predictions, 1.16 of course is going to be the Nether update, 1.17 the Snowy Mountain update, 1.18 if I have to guess. Well, I'm making predictions here, so I do have to guess. So 1.18, I'm going to say it's going to be the end update. I'd really like it if they'd fixed in that update that we could wear chest plates while we use an elytra. That would be awesome. Or maybe a chest plate elytra combination. And then 1.19, my guess is going to be one of the other biomes. I'm pushing for savanna, but I know a lot of people would like to see swamp because they want a boat with a chest in it, or frogs. Whatever it's going to be, there'll be a few new additional blocks, at least one mob, something like that. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this rampant, uneducated, unknowledgeable speculation on my part. Again, everything I said just guesses, but I've been paying attention to what Mojang says and their attitudes about different things, and I think I have as good a handle on what they might do as anybody else. So if you agree or if you don't agree, leave your comments and ideas in the comment section below. Tell me what you'd like to see in a update, what biome you would like to see done next, anything else. If you enjoyed the video, please press that like button. It helps, and as always, keep on Minecrafting.